Hello and welcome back. Ah, the nice village of Mossworth. Called a town somehow, maybe because they have a blacksmith. But okay, I'll take that. Maybe it's a small town and not a small village. Either way, it's tiny, but very nice. I enjoyed quite a bit. But now we have to talk to Kled about the work among wolves. I have to continue with more serious stuff. Let's see. Yeah, where is Kled? I'm forgetting that. Is he on the other side of this? Is he on the top here? At the top? Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about that. Sorry. Here you are, Kled.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad to see you return safely and victorious. Within any luck, the wolves will return to their usual selves before too long, though it may take some time. There is something foul in the air, and I fear our troubles are not entirely over. Still, I think the people of Mossworth can breathe a bit easier now, in no small part thanks to your heroics. Heroics, safely and victorious, huh? Alright. Well, that's good. Oh yes, we need to collect King's Foil once more for another townsperson. Okay. That shouldn't take us too long. And then maybe it will be mostly be done with Mosswood, for now at least. Though I could be mistaken. Very ripe King's Foil. What? Do we really want very ripe herbs? This small leafy plant could be mistaken for a simple weed by the untrained eye, but to many out there, it is a healing herb of unique and beneficial properties. So same description as before, but this one is very ripe. Okay, well, we'll pick more of it. That should be easy. I don't usually think that very ripe is a very good adjective when applied to herbs. I mean, they have to be very fresh, yes, but very ripe? I'm not so sure. Not so sure unless you're looking for some type of fruit that has healing properties and has to be ripe or something. But otherwise, you know, it's not necessarily the best form of or the best phase of an herb's life. Depends what you want to do. Are you interested in the flowers? Are you interested in the roots? Are you interested in the leaves? Just like that, we collected everything. Oh yes, we also need to scout beyond the Howling Stones. You guys remember that? So let's just do that first and then head back to town. We have to find the hill southeast of Howling Stones mentioned by Eleri. Should be here. Yeah, that's the top of it. This seems to be the hill Eleri described. Okay, let's take a look. Look from the hilltop southeast of Howling Stones. Well, where are the Howling Stones? There? Well, I think this way is good. From this vantage point, the basin through which runs the Old South Road seems mostly quiet. Well, except for these guys here having fun. Okay. That's fine. Let's head back to the village. Let's head back to the small town. Let's head back to the village. Let's head back to the small town. Let's see, have we discovered anything else? Not yet. That's fine. Soon we will. So that we can read the descriptions on time. we go. Ayak.
What do you need?
Thank you. With this, I should have more than enough to continue tending to the injured. Perhaps with a little extra in case an emergency comes to pass. Alright, and we completed a quest. Tales of Swanfleet. Yeah, and I'm sure Tales of Swanfleet Advanced is completing more quests. Easy enough. Okay, now let's talk to Larry.
All appears quiet? That is good, but I will not relax my guard.
Asagor. There are more locations to scout, for there are several places from which the Uruks or others of their ilk might approach. Alright?
You know the road that passes through Swanfleet, of course.
Yes. It begins on this side of the old city of Tarbat, and runs east past the Waitwater until it reaches Enedwaite. There are not as many travelers along it as once there were, but Mossword is still a sheltered place of rest for those who come this way. Might it also serve to speed Uruks and other Orkind on their raids? Quite likely. Will you follow the track that runs from the north gate of Mossword until it meets up with this road? Once there, I would appreciate if you took a look, as you did before. You should be able to see both east and west for quite a distance, and if there are more raiders about, you might see them. Scout the Old South Road.
Will you follow the track that runs from the north gate of Mossword to the Old South Road?
I will do that. Yes, in fact, that's the nearest quest task we can do, so that's pretty good. Okay. Really nice. Okay, so we've been here, guys, in this area already. However, soon enough, we'll be in uncharted territories. Let's see. Yes, we're heading as well. Actually, where the roads meet, we kind of have been around here. Maybe not that far north, but close to here. Anyways, let's check this place. This meeting of the ways is the one Larry described. Okay, look into the distance at the intersection of the track that leaves Mossword's North Gate and the Old South Road. Well, this is the intersection. Okay, let's look this way first. Portions of the road are overgrown and lack cobbles, but you see no sign of raiders. Yes, fair enough. Oh yeah, let's find Gerald's missing boot, finally. We picked this quest quite a while ago, or rather, we've done plenty of quests in between, but finally we can do that, because why not? After all, we have to be done with some of all the quests in the village, for the time being at least. I keep switching, by the way, between calling it a village or town, and I just hesitate. It's so tiny that I can't see how it's a small town. It has some industry, yes, the blacksmith, but you know, still, I just felt compelled to destroy this crabine, if that's the word for it. A suspicious object in the mud might just be Gerald's favorite boot. Yes, we missed it because we were distracted by the bird. There is a pile of mud. Something is buried in this suspicious pile of mud by the Waitwater's edge. Could it be a boot? Okay, let's search through the pile. Get our hands dirty. You pull an old and very dirty boot from the mud. It was really stuck in there, yes. Even level 33 champion had needed some time and effort before we could extract the boot. Yeah, you know, when mud dries, sometimes it's really tough. Anyways, let's talk to some town folk again, or village folk, should I say. talk to Larry. But I'm sure she'll have at least one more location for us to scout. And I'm not so sure if all locations, hey, would look safe or nothing suspicious. You're a Uruk High Raider? No. Uruk Slayer of Swan Fleet, our new deed. Defeat many Uruks, yeah. No background story, that's fine though. Let's continue on our way. We are getting close. Really, really nice environment here. Good variety. Well done. Different types of colors on plants from many other areas, which is great. Oh, we have more quests from you, Bevan? How did I miss you? I'm sorry.
I'm afraid things will get out of hand.
I have heard rumor that the children of Mossworth have been giving each other increasingly dangerous dares and challenges, and I'm worried that this may get out of hand if they have not already. Well, it already got out of hand with the real sword wielded by one of the kids, but you know. None of the town guards will be able to learn anything. You know how children are, but perhaps an outsider will be able to learn something. Several children lingered outside the provisioner's storehouse a few minutes ago, and it could be one of the provisioners overheard some of their talk. We need to get to the bottom of this before someone gets hurt, possible. The last dare.
I'm afraid things will get out of hand.
Okay, we'll check on that. Don't you worry. Let's see. Let's talk to you, provisioner. It is my job to mind the provisions, and I take it most seriously. Well, good.
Can you spare a moment?
Do you have a name too, provisioner? Or just known as the provisioner? A group of children. I saw them. They were hoping to get their hands on as much cheese as possible. Wow, how dangerous. Which seemed a little odd to me. I did not give them as much as they requested, but I thought one small block from the storehouse each would be fine. Those kids have been through a lot, what with the Uruk raid on Mossworth, and I have seen few problems that could not be helped with cheese. Yes, indeed. Perhaps the girl Allah will tell you what the children intend.
Would you lend me a aid?
The children gave no reason they wanted cheese. Does anyone really need a reason? Exactly. Unless you're allergic, of course. Then you have a strong reason to avoid it, and that's fair. Let's see.
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings back to ya. Okay, so now, well, let's talk to Larry, because that's important. Then we'll handle the cheese story as well. Wait. Is this about the children too? Oh yes, Allah. Okay, well, let's talk to Allah. You have a pretty outfit there.
You had better get going, I think. So long.
Very fashionable for this small town. Or should I say village? What are you doing here, Basabur? I thought you would have left Mosswood by now. We had better get going, I think. So long. You stand your ground and ask Allah why the children of Mosswood needed so much cheese from the storehouse. Her eyes grow wide, and a panicked expression crosses her face. We aren't in trouble, are we? It's just that we finally managed to turn the tables on the town bully, and you helped us do it. Oh, that's fine. If we're in trouble, I think you should be also. It's only fair. It is fair. You see, there is a boy named Dai, and he's always challenging us to do these dares, and if we don't complete them, then we look like cowards. He's always asking me to run to places very fast, see an item he left there, and then come back to town. And if I don't describe the right item, he'll know I didn't do it. You point out to the girl that she didn't complete any of the dares, since she got the information from you instead. But that Dai apparently did go to each of those places first to leave the items. I feel like this just means I'm very smart, Basabur, wouldn't you say? Perhaps? But because we completed those last 2 dares, don't argue with me, it still counts, then Dai has to fill his pockets with cheese and walk through Mosswood. You ask the girl if she has considered that she might be the town bully after all, and she tips her head to one side considering it. No, I don't think so, but I will think it over. Given Mosswood's recent rodent problem, Dai could be in real trouble. Yeah, those giant rats.
I don't know where Dai is, but he has to be somewhere in Mosswood.
Well, great. You exhibit your smartness right away. Sorry, had to poke fun at you. No, but you are smart. Now, let's talk to Eleri.
You say you saw no sign of Uruk warbands along the road? These are good tidings.
But it means the road is still a boon for Mosswood, and not a bane, as I feared it might become. Well, that can change any minute though, you know. That road has been key to Mosswood's survival for my entire life, possibly. The portion of it we know begins at Tarbat, and although the road itself is broken in places and obscured by foliage, it runs through Swampfleet and passes on into Enedwaith. From there it enters Dunland, leads through the Gap of Rohan, and continues on into Gondor. They say it passes Minas Tirith and eventually ends at a port city along the coast. Although I have never journeyed in that land. Yeah, that's very, very far away. North of Tarbat, the road has another name. It is called the Greenway, and only Meneldir's people are like to remember when it and our own Old South Road were one and the same. The North-South Road between the kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor. That was long ago, even by their reckoning. Yeah, excellent lore here, by the way.
I have one more request of you, and then I will be satisfied.
This may be more dangerous than your earlier scouts. No problem, I can handle myself. And if you hesitate to accept this task, I will understand. No, it's all good. The old city of Tarbat is to the northwest of Mosswood. It has not been the thriving center of trade it was during the height of earlier kingdoms for hundreds of years. And it has been abandoned ever since floodwaters took the last of its great bridges. We learned a little bit about that actually. Eleri raises an eyebrow. Abandoned by good folk, possible. Has it become a den of Uruks? Is that from where Matruk's raiding band came? This then is my dangerous request. I ask that you go to the gates of Tarbat and look for some sign of the insignia he wore, the mark of the White Hand. Beware, for if Tarbat is truly held by forces of evil, you may be better served by keeping from their notice and not engaging in battle. Tarbat is to the northwest of Mosswood. Go just to the gate, mind you, and no further. Well, I can handle plenty of Uruk high myself, if I may say so, though if there are too many, I cannot handle them. In any case, I shall scout that location. Scout the gates of Tarbat.
Has Tarbat become a den of Uruks?
Good question. So, let's see now. Let's talk to you, Wena, about the boot.
You found it. He is going to be so happy.
Asadur, you should bring it to him. He used to be an adventurer, you know, and he traveled far and wide helping folk with their problems. Sometimes I think he feels the head of our boy Tegwin with too many tales of his old adventures. Oh, so Tegwin is their boy. Yeah, he's a brave one. But maybe if he hears about some of yours, it will satisfy his appetite for the things. I think Gerald is by the north gate, wearing his old leather shoes, instead of this one single boot.
You found it. He is going to be so happy.
Oh, right then. Now, what else is around here that we need to tend to? The cheese problem, obviously, the cheese/rat problem. Do you have anything to do inside the blacksmith shop other than the final quest by the dwarf? I don't think so. Okay, we'll pick that up later. That's fine, we shouldn't forget about it though. Okay. Here is your boot.
What is this?
You hand his favorite boot to him, and Gerald stares at you with open-mouthed astonishment. Why have you brought me this? I thought I was rid of it.
That boot was one half of a pair that was dearest to my heart. They were my adventuring boots.
It is true, possible, that that boot was one half of a pair that was the dearest to my heart. They were my adventuring boots. They represent a life that I gave up to settle down with my wife Wenna. And now I only want to relive these days by telling tales of my exploits to my son Tag. Now these boots are my least favorite, for they remind me of those days. And sometimes the memory is painful. Well, you have a considerate wife then. I thought I would lose one of them, better than have Wenna think I regret the choice I made to settle down. But here it is again, and it seems I will never be free of it. Did I not bring it far enough away, and embed it in tough mud? That must be it. Perhaps you could bring this boot further afield. Why not show it to one of the villagers in the Sturvales? Why not burn it at the stake? That is pretty far away, and one of the residents of Cleggur might be able to find a use for such an old, well-worn boot as this. Okay, I can do that. Gerald lost no boot.
Did I not bring that boot far enough away to be rid of it for good? That must be it.
Funny enough. Okay. Well, let's see now. What else is on our menu? There is a child. There is Dai.
Rats! There's rats everywhere!
They were following me until I gave them the slip. Okay, let's save Dai from the rats. Oh no, they're coming back. Where are they? Oh, no, you do no such thing. Okay, no, king of rats? No, thank you, stranger. I give up. No more dares for me. That was a king rat. Wow. Okay, are you safe now? It seems that way. You disappeared into thin air somehow, but hopefully that means you're safe. Okay, let's talk to Ala one more time, and probably that should do it for this episode. Oh, the goat. Fabulous goats. Very nice.
Is it true that I was almost eaten by rats? That's really amazing!
You think so? Somebody eaten by rats is an amazing thing for you? Exciting? Jeez. Good job saving him, I suppose. Still, now he's got a really exciting tale to tell. Did he keep the cheese, or did he have to give it back to the provisioners? There's only one provisioner in this town, and he's called Provisioner. I have been thinking it over while you were gone, and I think maybe we won't challenge each other to any more dares for a while. For a while, I said. I'm not saying never, so don't think you're stopping us if we think of a really good one. Okay, your village, your rules. Goodbye for now, Basabur. We get mosswood cheeses. Ooh, a small hunk of cheese. You think you can see tiny bites taken out of it? Yes. Well, on that note, I bid you farewell. Until next time, my friends. Take care.